this game's really cool. And
okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump.
yeah, so this is actually...
It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
This dialogue is totally ruining my own commentary here. But it's really good dialogue, and the reason I say that is because it actually won a BAFTA award for excellence in both narrative. I believe it won for narrative, but the guy who did the voiceover won a BAFTA award for it, and that's kind of cool. Also,
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
yeah, it's funny because it kind of does a self-awareness thing. It knows that these are tutorial levels.
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose. Nah, paranoia.
I'm really hoping the game sound is coming out loudly enough.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
I don't know. I feel like I've nothing to talk
It might have
about.
been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No. Too obvious.
I keep trying to talk and then the dialogue happens again. So I'm just gonna play this game for like 15 minutes. It's super fun. I'm only gonna play for 15 minutes so you don't get any spoilers, but this game rules and you should play it.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided.
So anyway, the tutorial levels are kind of
The loneliness was getting to Thomas.
an iconic
No amount
sort of
observation or obsessive
paradigm
note-taking could
in
combat that.
platforming games especially, and this is kind of like a send up of that, and so I figured this worked really, really well for the challenge. I hope you agree.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
You see, because he's alone. Anyway, it's a super enjoyable game.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
introduction of a new character. Pretty cool. I don't know how long I've been playing already. This is going to be a pretty short video, I believe.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not actually. Not technically graceful. It's probably the wrong word, but you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
I don't know. I just like the sound in this game too much to just bother talking over it. It's probably gonna make this video kind of boring, but whatever. It's a really good game.
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him? Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Crap. Teamwork. Yay. I figure I got about
Was this good? Because on the surface,
7 or 8
it did
minutes.
not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Yay. Yay. Hello, viewer, whoever you are. I'm only playing for like 10-15 minutes, so don't get too invested, I guess.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
Oh no! I went for it. Didn't work. Fuck. I got cocky. Oh, there's my remains. fall down here. Oh, hi there.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
Alright. Boom. Alright, platforming.
This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where did they come from, anyway?
I just really don't have much commentary. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna take in this game. I haven't played it in a while.
The air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use, time to show those little dots how it was done. John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies. You could tell from the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror all these years.
John is a sportsman, clearly. Bouncy, dumb, orange square, fat and kind of stupid orange square, little ornery orange square, Chris. Alright. Get up there. Gonna need you. Shit. There.
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
Oh, John. Ever so helpful. I'm just gonna do it this way. Oh, I keep screwing this up. Up one, up, over. Oh. Why do I keep screwing this up? There. It's like a speedrunning strat. I don't think that's how you're supposed to solve this. This way, up. There. Jump. Up. Alright, there's no way I'm getting them up there.
He didn't mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped.
Oh.
The angry orange one was less immediately likeable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
Get up there. Alright. Jump. Good work. I want to wall jump. I want to be able to wall kick. Can't wall kick in this game. Teamwork. You there. No. Up, you over, you here. No? Fine. Now you can. Da, 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 da.
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing. John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph.
Oh, Chris. Chris, you're so fat.
Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Oh, yeah.
So, this was how Claire would die. She knew it would happen eventually. She was rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order. The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed. Wait, what? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead. It was at that moment that Claire realised she had superpowers.
Oh, Claire. Claire is MVP.
She'd need a cape. There was no getting around that. You couldn't be a superhero without a cape. Claire didn't want confusion. If you saw a cape, that made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing with. Claire was all about communication. And, you know, floating in water, which was her superpower.
Go, Claire, go. Damn it, John.
All right. Fear not, my skinny friends, for I am Claire, and I will save you. Claire needed to come up with a superhero name as soon as possible. Claire was rubbish.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap this up. So yeah, this has been
Claire arrived just in time, which was, of course,
best
the perfect moment for
adventure
superheroes to
challenge.
arrive.
Play an iconic moment in a video game. I played Thomas Was Alone. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna beat this level and sign off. Oh dear, I almost killed Thomas.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took.
Oh, hanging that game stuff.
Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick. Or was she more the lone Avenger type? She liked that. The sole hero in a world of rectangles and conveniently placed pools of toxic water.
Alright, that was it. Thanks for watching. This has been the Best Adventure Challenge. I've been Jeff. I played Thomas Was Alone. And you can follow us on Twitter at Bonesaw Gaming. You can also follow us on Facebook.com/Bonesaw Gaming or subscribe on Twitch.tv/Bonesaw Gaming. Thanks for watching. And until next time, Red Rocket. Yum.